How to build your first emergency fund. Picture this. You wake up to an unexpected car breakdown or an urgent medical bill that needs to be paid immediately. How does that feel? Scary, right? Now imagine a life where you don't have to stress about those surprises. What if I told you there's a way to build a financial cushion to protect yourself from life's curveballs? In this video, we'll talk about how to build your very first emergency fund and why it's the most powerful thing you can do to secure your future. Now, let's face it, life happens. And those unexpected expenses, they don't knock politely on your door, they come charging through like a freight train. Whether it's a sudden health issue, a job loss, or a broken appliance. We all know what it's like to get hit with an emergency. But here's the thing. What would happen if you had the money set aside to cover it? No stress, no panic, just a quick, simple solution. Having an emergency fund isn't just nice to have. It's an absolute game changer in the way you live. In fact, nearly 40% of Americans couldn't afford a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. That's the reality. But you don't have to be part of that statistic. And the good news? Building your first emergency fund is simpler than you think, but it starts with a mindset shift. Here's a thought. How often do you look at your bank account and think, if only I had a financial safety net? Well, if your bank account is currently more Spider-Man than Superman, it's time for a change. Let's fix that. Now, before you start panicking, let's break this down into simple steps, starting with the first one that's going to get you on the right track. Step 1. Set a goal. First things first, you need a goal, but not just any goal. We're talking about a target that's specific and achievable. So, how much do you need for an emergency fund? Financial experts typically recommend aiming for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Let's do the math. If your monthly expenses are $2,000, your emergency fund should be between $6,000 and $12,000. I know that sounds like a lot, but here's the secret. Don't focus on the big number. Break it down. Focus on saving just a little bit each month. You can do this. Stay with me. Step 2, automate your savings. Step 2, make it automatic. I want you to set up automatic transfers to your savings account. Sounds easy, right? That's because it is. Set it and forget it, like ordering your favorite coffee every morning without even thinking about it. By automating your savings, you make sure you're consistently contributing to your emergency fund. No excuses. Remember, consistency is key. Don't wait until you have extra money, because let's be real, that day never comes. You make saving a priority, and the results will speak for themselves. Step 3, start small. Now, I know you're probably thinking, I can't save $6,000 right now, and I get it. But here's where you can relax. It doesn't need to happen overnight. Start small. The goal is to build momentum, and every dollar counts. Save $100, $200, whatever you can, and then slowly increase the amount as your financial situation improves. As you build up your emergency fund, you're not just saving for a rainy day. You're giving yourself peace of mind. Your future self will thank you for every dollar you put away. But wait, what if you face an emergency right now before you've hit that target? Let me tell you why you shouldn't wait until you have the full fund. Here's the kicker. The real magic happens when you stop relying on credit cards and loans to solve your financial problems. No more living paycheck to paycheck, no more debt piling up. When you have an emergency fund, you're free. You have the power to handle whatever comes your way without falling into the trap of debt. But there's another side to this. Once you've built your emergency fund, you've created a strong foundation for your financial future. This is just the beginning. The next step, building your wealth with investments and leveraging the power of compounding. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, hold up. I'm just trying to survive today, and you're already talking about compounding? Well, trust me, we're going there next. But first, I want you to really absorb the power of what we've just talked about. Financial security doesn't come overnight, but once it's in place, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Building your emergency fund is the first step to achieving true financial freedom. And once you've got that in place, you'll be ready to take on the world. If you're ready to learn how to make your money grow through the power of compounding, check out my next video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.